Hey guys, this is Teacher Christian. How are you doing? I do hope you're all fine. I know it's not easy, but we do have to stay at home. It's just a matter of love. Love for ourselves and love for the ones who are around us. We have to protect us and the ones we care of. Okay? Well, most of you know that I have studied language and literature at UNABI. And there, most of us teachers and also on my English schools I teach, we have been wondering how to make our students to become more independent. So we're gonna try to do an activity today in what you can practice at home to make you more independent. Okay? But before we move on, I would like you to know that there are different kinds of students, and you have to try to find out what kind of student you are. So, some students learn through images. They have to see that. Others need to listen. Some need to practice, repeat, memorize. Others need to move, to touch, to create things in order to learn English. So, to try to find more information about this, search about learning styles. Okay? Well, my idea for you today is to create a learning log. How it's gonna work. Within your notebook or a diary or on your laptop, you can create a file in which you're gonna set goals in order to improve your English. For example, I want to learn how talk about trips in English. Okay, so that's my goal. So you're gonna write a little bit a description about your previous experience on this topic. For example, wow, I've been in touch with this topic for the first time when my teacher were talking about his trip, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. So I would like to learn a little bit more about this kind of vocabulary. Then you're gonna think about what you're gonna do in order to learn that. It's your own idea. You're gonna be owner of your own process of learning. So, for example, how can I learn that? What am I going to do to to achieve this goal? Well, I can, for example, search on Google vocabulary about trip. I can, for example, watch a documentary in which people are talking about their trips. So I'm gonna take notes of this kind of vocabulary and try to use afterwards. Well, you're gonna try to set your own goals and ways you're gonna to achieve this. After you do all these tasks, you're gonna reflect. Okay, you're gonna reflect through all you have been. Okay, during this period of the learning log of what you have been studying by yourself. Okay, I'm gonna show you an example. Here you go. When I was studying about the simple past, the teacher started showing us about the regular and irregular verbs. I learned the regular verbs easily because the only thing you have to pay attention is that to create a simple past sentence, you just add the ed to the main verb. For example, I watch a movie every day. I watched a movie yesterday. So this was simple for me. But what was really hard to learn was how to know to use the simple past forms of the irregular verbs. And that is an example of a learning log I made. My goal was learning new irregular verbs and use them. What you have to pay attention is that make it simple but significant. Okay? Don't try to create goals with a lot of information, with a lot of things you're gonna have to do. Make it simple as possible, so the probability you're going to achieve it and have some success on it is much bigger. Okay? This is my goal. Learning new irregular verbs and use them. Description of a learning experience in this subject. Wow, I have been trying to learn the simple past structure. Now I know how to make questions, negative and affirmative sentence. In fact, I'm good at doing it and using the regular verbs. However, I still struggle with the past forms of irregular verbs besides its participle that I need to use to create present perfect sentence. What am I going to do to achieve my goal? My ideas on that time was that to download the file, okay, a file with the most common regular verbs, I printed them and I cut them and put in a bag or in a box. So every day I got, okay, the verbs and created meaningful sentences in the present, in the past, and the participle. Okay, so that's what I did. For example, present tense, grow, okay, do, pay. Here we have the past tense and the past participle. So, for example, again, grow, present, grew up, past, and grown up, past participle. Do, did, done. Pay, paid, paid. Just pay attention. Paid is not regular verb, okay? It doesn't finish with ed in the past, okay? By the way, take a look at the verbs catch, put, and read. Try to get the past tense and past participle of these verbs, okay? So, as I said before, I cutted these verbs in this format: present, past tense, and past participle, and created meaningful examples. Examples that I'm going to memorize easily these verbs. So, here you have some. My baby is starting to grow up. She is 12 now. Past tense. I grew up in Praia do Forte. Participle. When I got at Nabi, I took it to people who have grown up in different places. Second example. I do my homework on my free time. I did what I could to help my friends. It wasn't enough. Okay? I haven't done my homework yet. Example 3. I need money to pay my bills. That's true. I paid this month's bills almost crying. That's in fact. But I haven't paid all of them yet. Okay? Yet. So, this is how I tried to learn, and I really succeed in that. To learn the past and participle of the irregular verbs. So, when the week finished, that you have done all the activities that you said you would do in order to learn this topic or this subject, you're gonna make an evaluation. Okay, so I learned that tanana. I learned it because tanana. It was very easy, quite easy, okay, quite difficult, very difficult because tanana. So in this moment, you have to be fair to yourself. Okay, so you're gonna pass through all this process, set goals, talk about previous experience, and how you're gonna achieve that and what you did to achieve that. And then when you finish all these tasks, you're gonna find out how you probably have succeed in achieving that goal. Okay, so that's the idea, guys. Well, now it's your turn. Try to do this task and keep up with your good job. Well, now we are back, and I'm going to give you a suggestion on good goals you can create to yourself, especially for students of intermediate level who are doing a writing task. Okay, so maybe a good goal would be, I want to learn new connectors. Okay, you can be more specific. I want to learn, new connectors of addiction, connectors of reason. Okay, so English, it's not rocket science. Okay, hence you try to learn, hence you practice. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and bye bye.